Okay, students, good evening and welcome everyone to the class, right? So I know that here there are some new set of students as well. So just before I start the session, let me give an introduction. So this is Mrs. Reza, okay? Maybe you have attended my seminars earlier. So before I start the session, I would like to do some kind of introduction about certain things. So just let me start. So if you are really new to my class, have a look on this. This is my YouTube channel. First of all, I'll tell about my channel because the thing is, suppose if you are missing any seminars in my class, or if you are missing any sessions, what you can do is you can look at these sessions, right? You can watch these sessions without any interruption. You can go to my channel and you can watch it. So let me give you 1 second. Okay, right. Well, so here, there are more videos in this channel. You can watch grade 10 seminars were there recently, and last time also it was there. Perimeter session was there. If you have missed the Zoom seminars related to these lessons, you all can watch these videos and have clear idea, because these sessions are not like the normal YouTube videos, because these are complete Zoom sessions. There I am discussing extra questions, I'm discussing the exercise questions, everything is very clearly explained. You can just go through one video and check whether it's okay for you, because every teacher is not fit for every student. There are, for some students, some teachers, how much they are good, even like for some students they won't like that teacher won't be that suitable. So it depends on you, right? So I'm not forcing anyone to go and watch these videos and all. If you feel those lessons are hard, I'm telling you to watch, because my, as a teacher, what I like is everyone should learn. You all should pass your O levels, because O level is a very important task for you all, and it is your first national exam. So none of you have written any national exam before that. If you have done scholarship, it's okay, but this is a very important level for you. So I know that some of them go to tuitions in school, you all learn the lesson, but still you all are having problems. So just go through the videos and you can have an idea. Now you can see not only maths here. I have uploaded some history session videos, because history, most of the students are requesting me. It's very boring and teachers are not teaching that interestingly. They are just reading the note. So I know that most of the teachers are doing that. Even I was suffering when I was a student. But here I have uploaded the tutors with classified questions from the past paper books, and also with classified question forms from your textbook, map marking separately. Everything I have explained in these videos as well. Other than that, if you are a literature student, English literature student, certain chapters of the novel Vendrop Suites, and also the prose, the poems, here you can see certain poems, you can see the dramas, everything. Like you can select and you can watch, and some kind of short tricks in maths, in constructions, in solving problems, in simplifications, everything. And there are separate playlists. If you have sisters and brothers for grade 7, 6, you can just give them an idea to watch this. And you can see this is important. All level model question is important. Why I'm saying is, like these are the target questions for May 2022 batch, right? So you can just watch these videos and have some tips what kind of questions you can get. So there are 50 questions, each carrying 10 questions. You can watch that as well. So like that, you can go through certain videos and you can have an idea, right? Other than that, what I want to say is, before starting the session, today we are going to do fractions, classified past paper questions, right? Classified past paper questions on fractions. So if fractions is actually not a hard lesson, but if you feel like it's hard, let's discuss these questions and clear them, because fractions is a very compulsory question that you get in your O-level paper part B, 10-mark question, right? So this is the seminar we are having today, and unfortunately I had to do a small change in the time. I had to start in 5 because there was some bad weather in my side, and now it's turning okay. So that's why I kept the session for 5. And sometimes we can finish early, or sometimes it may take time, it's not sure. Other than that, we have some ICT classes available. You can, if you want to join, you can please text that particular number you have given on the poster. Grade 6, grade 8, and grade 9. So these are free sessions. The first session you can attend freely, and you can have a trial session. No worries on that. And everything will be discussed: classified questions, unit exams, and homeworks, assignments, practicals. Everything will be done in the class itself. And history, Sinhala medium is available in this, right? You can see the date and time, everything. Then Islam sessions are there for Sinhala medium students. And this one I'll tell last. That's nice, something new for y'all as well. So if everybody is here, we can start. Okay, let me tell. Okay, now here there are some of my students. So my students who are attending my permanent classes, you know that we have already done these questions in the class, but I have not yet discussed them. So you have the answer sheets with you all. You have to mark them, and the others I won't give you all time in the class to do the question today, but while I am explaining, you try to work out your problem, and you have to understand each and every question. Listen very carefully. Keep your pens down when I'm explaining. You have to have your fullest concentration in my explanation. That's all I want. That's all I want you to do. Other than that, if you had any difficult part, if you didn't understand anything that I'm explaining, please drop a text in the chat box and let me know to explain it again, so that I will explain it again. And suppose if you didn't understand even then I will have to contact you personally and ask what's the problem really, because I had to go through what your workings also. So now, without delaying much time, I'm going to start the discussion first of all from 2016 to 2020. This is my target. 2016 to 2020 paper discussion. That is my target, right? So you have, every one of you have the O-level past paper book. So I don't think I want to share the question here, but I will be reading the question. So while I am reading the question to you, please listen carefully, right? The place where you stay should be very silent. This is not a joke. Your exams are coming up. My main target is May 2021 batch, but I know that most of the students are from 10 also here. So never mind, but still, please listen very carefully, okay? And my students, you all are having those questions. I have uploaded them in the group that day when we are writing the unit test paper. Now, 2016. This is the 2016 question. This is where your new syllabus was started. It says that, listen very carefully. If you want, I'll share. Some are requesting. But when I'm doing the working, I'll close the app because if not, it's not getting recorded. Here, Mr. Kipsiri made a cash donation to a community center. 2/9 of the total amount he donated was used to buy musical instruments and half to buy sports equipments. It clearly says that out of 9 parts, 2 parts were used for donating and buying musical instruments, and half of what he donated was used for sports equipments. Clear? Now this is something that you have to understand very carefully, right? You should make sure you understand what the question says. If you didn't understand the question, don't read the other part. You have to read and understand, right? So let's see what are they asking. Find what fraction of the total amount was used to buy the musical instruments and sport equipments. Now both musical instrument and sports equipment. Now can you see my cursor here? For musical instruments, it's 2/9, and for sports equipments, it's half. So they are asking the total amount. So that is a very simple question. Total amount means the work what you have to do is 2/9 plus half. 2/9 plus half. So I'll do the working on the board now. Look at the board. Question Roman number 1. So total parts, we can write down total parts equal. Now this is the way you have to write your answer in your O-level paper, the exact way. So you can write 2 by 9 for musical instruments, half for sport equipments. And remember, now I am teaching this seminar. This seminar is for all the students, weak to top students. So sometimes top students might feel, "Ayo, no need to explain this." But there are some students who don't understand. So I'm going in a very slow way. If you feel bored, you can leave, no matter. Right? So here you can see the denominators are different. When the denominators are different, children, you can't do the addition. You have to make the common denominator. So you have to get the LCM. So first of all, check whether you can make the bigger number 9 from the smaller number 2. But you know 9 is not a multiple of 2. So LCM, we can take 9 times 2 is 18. That is the common denominator. Now, if 9 times 2 is 18, you have to multiply the numerator also by the same number to get the 4. And here you multiply 2 times 9, 18. So you have to multiply the numerator by the same number. And now you get the answer. 13 over 18. Now, this is the answer for Roman number 1. Can you understand? Is this question clear for you? Okay, clear, right. Good, very good. So here you get, yeah, 2 marks. You get 2 marks for this. Now I'm giving the marks also because some of the students have done these papers. Now you have to recheck them, okay? Right, this is the working. So I'll give you 1 minute to understand and go through it and correct if you have done mistakes. And this 1 minute, you can ask any question if you couldn't understand. Okay, now we'll go to the next question. I'll share the question again. Right. Here you can see 1 over 5 of the remaining amount. Now listen carefully. 1 over 5 of the remaining. Remember the word of the remaining amount was used to buy books for the library. Find what fraction of the total amount was used to buy books. Now, we found a fraction 13 over 18. That is the total fraction of musical instruments and sport equipments. Now, remaining. Out of the remaining, 1 over 5 was used to buy the books. Now, they are asking, what is that fraction? Some children, they directly write down 1 over 5. They think that is the answer. So the examiners are not dumb people to give the answer in the question itself. You have to at least think a little. Right. So let me do the working now here. 1 over 5. Let me erase this one. 13 over 18, remember. So now I'm finding remaining after buying the musical instruments and after buying the sport equipments. Remaining is 18 over 18 is the total. 13 over 18 for musical instruments and the sport equipments. So 18 minus 13, you are getting 5 over 18. Now this is the remaining. Out of the remaining, they used to buy books 1 over 5, right? 1 over 5 of the remaining. Of means you have learned in word mass multiplication. Now what can you do? You can cancel these two and the final answer is 1 over 18. So here you are getting 2 marks for this, finding the remaining part, and 2 marks for finding the books. So this is how you get the marks in this case. There are some students who are really lazy to do the workings, and what they do is directly writing the answer. These all the calculations they do from the mind. So that's an disadvantage for you. You will come and tell, okay, paper was super busy. I'm 100% sure I'm having an A. But what comes? B or C. The reason you have not done the working. For workings, they allocate your marks. So don't do mind calculation. Do whatever the calculation you do in your paper itself. Examiner will go through them and give you at least some advantageable marks. Advantageable marks mean sometimes for some children in your O-level paper, they get 73, 70 marks and all. In that case, they look whether the child has done all the working, whether it's done properly, whether he has gone very analytically, then they give additional points. Additional points they give you an A pass. Like that. Some examiners, they do that. Right. I have drawn a diagram. Okay, diagram is also fine, but you have to show that what portion is remaining through the diagram you can show. And for the answer, you have to give the final answer in numbers, not in the diagrammatic form. Now, tell me whether this part was clear for everyone. If anybody is there who is not clear, please drop a text. So this time is given to ask questions and to copy down the working. Because I'm doing the discussion, you have to write down the working. Okay, now we can go to the next part. Wait a second. Yeah, Roman number 3 says, the amount remaining after purchasing the book. Understand the question? The amount remaining after purchasing the books was used to renovate the community center. Renovate means to reconstruct or to do some construction work, right? Then what they say, find what fraction of the total amount was used for renovation. What fraction was used for the renovation? Now, do you understand what is this part they are saying? How many parts were used now for sport equipments and musical instruments? 13 over 18. Okay. Then for books that was used was 1 over 18. Now, first of all, we have to find how many parts were used in total. Did you understand the question? Okay, there's a community center. They have given uh, certain parts for the donation to buy musical instrument, 2 over 9 for musical instruments, and 1 over 2 for, that means half for the sport equipments. They are the total we found, that is 13 over 18. Then from that remaining 13 over 18 was used, then remaining is 5 over 18. From that 5 over 18, 1 over 5, 1 over 5 of the remaining was used to buy the books. That means 13 over 18 multiplied by 1 over 5, because there's a off. Don't take that word off as just a joke. It's a very important word. Then that part was, we found that part as 1 over 18. Now, used parts, listen carefully. Used parts are 13 over 18, and also to buy books they used 1 over 18. Now, in total, how many parts are used? Denominators are same, so 14 over 18. Now you can see if the last digit is 4 and 8, they are even numbers. Then you can divide them from 2. 2 times 7 and 2 times 9. So this is the simplest form. Clear? Now they said in the question, the amount remaining after purchasing the books was used to renovate the community center. Now, after doing all these things, the remaining was used for the renovation. Now, how much was used for renovation? How do you find that? Out of 9 parts, total 9 parts, 7 parts were used for all these musical instruments, sport equipments, and the books. Now, the remaining is 9 minus 7, 2 by 9. So 2 by 9 was used for the renovation purpose. Is the question clear? Did you understand this one? I want everybody to understand. I don't want any single person not to understand, because you all are coming here, allocating your time with me, trusting me. So I don't want to make you uncomfortable in the class. Right, now copy down the work. I'll give 1 minute. You can understand it and do it. Keep your past paper books near you, children. The thing I'm not keeping my screen shared is, like, when I'm recording the sessions, sometimes the board is not visible when I'm screen sharing. That's it. I just share it and close it. So just keep your past paper books. If you don't have past paper books, please make sure you buy one. At least download this paper. Like, that's something you have to do. Keep a past paper book with you all always. And I'll tell more tips in upcoming parts. Now, this part is over, but still we have one more Roman number remaining. Now already we have taken, now marks I gave, first one Roman number 1, 2 marks. Roman number 2 I gave 4 marks. Now Roman number 3, you're getting here 2 marks for finding the total used parts, because you want to subtract that part, And here for the final answer, you get another 2 marks. Oh, wait, 2. Not 2, sorry. Here 1. Here 1. Yeah. So altogether 9 marks we have taken here now, right? So another 1 mark only, then definitely we are going to have the total 10 marks. Right. Now we'll go to the last part. Last part says some kind of amount to be found. Here. If the renovation cost was 20,000, now listen very carefully. If you do a little mistake in at least one part of the part B question, keep in your mind very well, the whole question is going to become collapsed. Because these are structured questions. Structured question means the whole question is connected by a chain. If one chain is rusted, other chains are having a possibility to get rusted. So make sure you do the question connectedly, connecting each and every part. Now they are telling if that renovation, what is the renovation portion? 2 by 9, that is the fraction A. Now fraction we know. Now they are saying if that fraction was equal to 20,000 rupees, they are asking how much did Kitsiri donate in total. Kitsiri, he did the donation, but we don't know how much he did. They just told us 2 by 9 was given to the musical instrument and half was given to the sport equipments. In total, 13 over 18 was given. Then if 13 over 18 is wasted for that, sorry, not wasted, if 13 over 18 is used for that, remaining 5 over 18 is there. In that 5 over 18, total 5 over 18, they didn't buy books, children. From that 5 over 18, only for 1 over 5 of the portion was bought the books. So we multiplied and we found that books were bought only 1 over 18. So that means in a total, if we look, 2 over 9 plus half, that portion is 13 over 18. 13 over 18 plus 1 over 18 is 14 over 18. We simplified it and we got 7 over 9. And then we found that 7 over 9, after doing that, remaining 2 over 9 is there. That 2 over 9 was used to do the renovation work. So that 2 over 9 is equal to an amount of 20,000 rupees. That is the question. That is how the question is connected. Now what am I going to do here? Roman number 4, the last part, it says 2 over 9 is equal to 20,000 rupees. So that means out of the total part Kitsiri donated, 2 portions were used for renovation. That 2 portions are equal to 20,000 rupees. What you have to find then? What is 1 over 9 then? If I have 9 parts, just think this is 9. These 9 parts were donated by Kitsiri. We have to find what is this 1 part equal. Then we know that if 2 parts are 20,000, 1 part is 10,000. That means Kitsiri donated 9 parts. So 9 over 9 is how much? 10,000 multiplied by 9. Kitsiri has donated 90,000. So don't write just 90,000 because examiner will see, is it just 90,000 bananas, 90,000 mangoes? No, there is a unit. You can put rupees 90,000. All these things they are checking. If you just write only this, sometimes some examiners, they deduct marks. They are sometimes rude, sometimes good. It all depends on your luck as well. So you make sure you don't do any mistake. You should be perfect in your answer. It should be rupees 90,000, and there you are getting the remaining 1 mark of that question. So totally it's a 10-mark question. Always try to what we call manage your time as well. Now tell me, is this question perfectly clear or still you have any doubts? Last question is always hard. Somebody is telling the last question is always hard. No, last question is always hard if you didn't understand to connect the question. Yeah, in some, I agree that in some questions last is hard, like very complicated if they ask in the question. But in this case, it's fine. Let's see what about 2017 paper. And the other thing is, And the other thing is, in your O-level paper, nothing is difficult for you, right? Everything is perfectly easy if you really try them, right? So if you have sisters or brothers who are sitting the O-level exam this May, I have already started a class to do past paper questions. So we have already finished 2016 25 MCQs, 2017 25 MCQs, and 2018 25 MCQs. We have already finished. So what I do is I make them to sit and do the paper in the class itself, and for 1 hour I will give them 1 hour 10 minutes time to do the paper. So 1 hour to do the paper and 10 minutes to check the answer. After that, in the second hour, I'll be discussing those questions in the class itself. I'll be giving them reviews. Reviews means which lesson it is taken from, how do you do the working, everything is given. So if you have the sisters brothers who are struggling in maths, I don't want bright students, right? Anyway, they can do, they can reach any point for, if they go any class, I know that, even if they do self study. But I know maths is not easy for everyone. There are some students who are really weak, who really feel I'm not good like my friends, I'm not even good to do a simplification, I even can't multiply or divide. So just get my support, I'm there to support you at any time. So I'm not saying you have to attend my class, at any time you can text and ask your workings. I'm ready to explain, because your exams are coming closer, and I know that your that badge is the most innocent, because they didn't have any much support like the school exams, term exams, seminars, anything. So you have to get the maximum advantage from wherever the direction you get it. Right. Now we'll go to the 2017 paper. Right. You look at this question. First of all, read it and understand. I'll give you 2 minutes, everybody. Read it and understand. I'll be discussing, don't worry. It's easy. Just tell whether easy or hard. You all read and tell. Always remember, in your O-level paper, first read the question. Just read it. Okay. I'll give you some tips. Wait. When you take the paper to the hand, don't start. Go through. Look at the paper. See every question. Don't make your brain panic. That is the first thing. First thing, don't make your brain panic. Oh, this much questions. My God, this much of numbers, this much of pages. Don't tell that. Second thing, don't look around your friends' faces. The best thing I'm telling. They will make weird faces and they'll make you afraid. They'll look up, they'll make the eyes up, the bigger, they'll try to gulp and all. So don't look around. Third thing, don't panic. Take a long, hard breathe slowly and start from the place which is easy for you. When you are doing part B question, this type of question, read it. Okay, read. Just read the question. Second time, read it with imagination, right? Now see, a household water tank. Obviously, our every house is having a tank, right? So just think about it, about your house. A household water tank is completely filled with water. Okay, there in your house there is a water tank, it is completely filled. Okay, fine. 1/10 of the water in the tank. That means just imagine there are 10 parts in your water tank. One part is used to water the garden. Okay, fine. 1/4 is used for bathing. Now, for bathing purposes are there. For that one, 1/4. That means 1/10 for gardening, 1/4 for bathing. Now, can you understand this question is something similar to 2016 paper, musical instruments and sport equipments. Musical instruments 2/9 and sport equipments half. Same thing only, children. They are just changing the words and numbers and they are giving the same question. If you practice past papers, I am 100% sure none of you is going to fail your exam. Everybody can take a result above C. Now, Roman number 1 says, find what fraction of the water in the tank is used to water the garden and for bathing. Can you remember in 2016 paper they asked what fraction was used in total for musical instruments and sport equipments? The same thing they're asking in 2017 paper, and now we can write the answer. Roman number 1, for gardening, if you want you can write statements for gardening and bathing purposes. So bathing or bathing, they tell in two different terms. So for gardening 1/10 and for bathing 1/4. Now I told you, addition or subtraction. You can't do without making common denominator. First, I am checking whether I can make the larger number by the smaller number, but it is not possible because in 4 times table, there is no 10. So I can take the common LCM. I can take the LCM, or I can multiply these two. Whatever it's easy for me, I'll do. So I'll take LCM. LCM is easy. 4 times 5 and 10 times 2. LCM. So I can take 2 plus 5 over 20. Now I am getting 7 over 20. This is the total part. So you are getting 1 mark for your working and 1 mark for the final answer. Clear? Okay, if you don't want to reply clear, if not clear, only reply. That is more than enough for me. If it is not clear, just tell me. Right, now we can go to Roman number 2. I think you all are copying down if necessary, but my students, please mark them and correct. I want your marks, right? I already have marked it, but I want you to teach how to self-marking, how to do self-marking. Okay, then we'll share the screen again. Right, now let's go to the second part of the same question. Okay, it says, of the remaining water in the tank, now see, after using for gardening and the bathing purposes, remaining 7 over 20 is total. Now remaining also you have to find, children. That thing you should keep in your head. I have to find the remaining. Of the remaining water in the tank, 4 over 13 is used to wash the clothes. Remember the word of. Listen here, see. This word of is not just a word. It is telling that of the remaining 4 over 13 is used to wash the clothes. So what are they telling now? Find what fraction of the water in the completely filled tank is used to wash the clothes. See how easy, same pattern. What should you do after finding this? What is the remaining now? Can anybody send me the answer? What is the remaining? I'm asking an easy question, I know, but I want just everyone to make active, any active children here? What is the remaining? Very good. Somebody without name is sending to me. I couldn't tell their name also. Who is that? Right. Sahdia has sent and another girl or boy has sent. Okay, very good. It is 13. So I'll do the working. Enough children. So I can write down 20 is the total. 17 parts were used. So remaining is 13 over 20. Can't simplify anymore. Just keep the answer like that. And that answer is given 1 mark. Now they say that from that they used to wash the clothes. Wash clothes, how much they have used is 4 by 13 of the remaining. 4 by 13 of the remaining. So of means multiplication. I can 13 and 13 I can cancel. So 4 by 20 you can simplify. That is 1 by 5. So for washing clothes, 1 by 5 parts were used. And for this, you are getting how many marks? Here you get 1 mark. Yeah, and children, here also you are getting a mark. They have given a mark for this also, for finding, for knowing that it is off. So that was they have given 1 mark.
Is 3 upon 20 now?
Sorry?
3 upon 20 now?
3 upon 20, no. 13 upon 20. 20 minus 17 is 13. Okay, right. Everything is clear, ne? Right? If I do any mistakes also, you have to point out. Okay.
Teacher, that is 7 over 20, no?
Sorry?
That is 7 over 20, right? You have subtract 20 over 20 by 17 over 20. So,
Okay, wait, not 17. It should be 7. That's a mistake. That last question, 7, right? We got, I remember 7. Roman number 1.
yeah,
Okay,
teacher.
yes, okay, right.
Yeah, it's 7.
Right. 20 minus 7, 13. That's okay. Then Roman number 3. Wait a second. Keep your mics muted. Right. Here, see, now we found for washing clothes. Roman number 3. find what fraction of the tank remains filled now. Now listen, we use the water in the tank for gardening purposes, for bathing purposes, for washing clothes. For gardening and bathing, we use 7 over 20. Then remainder 13 over 20. From that remainder, 4 by 13 was used to wash clothes. So as a total fraction, we used 1 over 5. Now what total, how much we used water, that we have to find. In total, how much water have we used in total? So we will find Roman number 3, used water. Can you remember in the 2016 paper also, we found this kind of totaling way. So we found for gardening and bathing together 7 over 20. Then for washing purposes 1 by 5. So in total, how much have we find? Common denominator or the LCM is 20. I can make the larger number by the smaller number by multiplying by 4. So 7 plus 4. You are getting 11 over 20. So this 11 over 20 is the used amount. And for finding that by doing the working, you are getting 1 mark. And what they said was, they said us to find from, what did they say? They said us to find what fraction of the tank remains filled now. After using all these, how much is remaining? So we can find balanced water, or you can say remaining water is equal to total parts 20. So from the total part, used part 11 over 20. Therefore, remaining parts are 9 over 20. There you are getting 1 mark. Always learn to do neat work. I have seen as a teacher, I have struggled a lot to mark the boys' papers. Some boys are writing horrible handwriting, but I used to mark very carefully because that boy, one boy is there, he's superb, he's superb. I used to make the paper difficult only for the sake of him, because I don't want let him to take marks. But still he does well. But the only problem is his handwriting and his working, the way he number the question, the way he write the Roman numbers, the way he write the statement are really horrible. I take nearly 2 to 2.5 hours to mark his paper. The reason is it is a horrible, but he takes 98, 96, above 90 marks. I always advise him, don't do this, because every teacher is not like me. They don't spend the same time for marking one student's paper. Remember this very carefully. All level examiners are paid. For each paper, they are paid an amount. For example, I'll tell for one paper, 200 they are paying. They are trying to mark a lot of paper and earn a lot. So they won't think I have to mark everything correctly. I have to give this child my fullest. They don't think. They think I have to mark the maximum paper and earn maximum and go home today. So always remember to write neat handwriting. They don't know what is your name, where are you from, who is your father, and all those details. They just know your index number only. Clearly write your answer, and please, put a double line like this. Examiner will be seeing the answer soon. Can find easily. Write the steps neatly. Word statements neatly. Question numbers every time. Take new papers for your question paper. This they given question number 1. Do only question number 1. Don't think, oh, my 10-15 lines are remaining, it's wasting. Don't think about that. Your father didn't pay for that, right? It's all government is supplying papers for you. Do only one question in one paper. Take the next side, do the second question. If not, some examiners, if they see this first question, some children are writing the second question here. They draw a box and they write. But examiner doesn't see that. He thinks question number 2 is not answered. He turns the paper. So these are the places where the children are losing marks. Even very educated children, very smart, very bright students, they lose marks. These are some small tips that you have to know before you sit your exam. Right. Roman number 4. Let's go to the Roman number 4. Okay. Roman number 4 says, find the capacity of the tank in liters. Capacity means, children, now I told you, you have a water tank. Look at this one. You have a water tank. This is the water tank. In this water tank only, you used water for gardening, for bathing purposes, for washing clothes, for kitchen. Did we do that? No, something is there. Tank remains filled now 9 over 20. When another 500 liter of water is used for kitchen requirement. For kitchen also now they are using water. 1 over 4 of the tank remains filled. After using everything, only 1 over 4 is remaining, and they are telling you to find the capacity. Capacity means how much water can that tank hold? How much water can that tank hold. So we'll find that now. So I can write down here now, balanced water 9/20, keep it in your mind. Now let's see for kitchen requirements, because for kitchen also we need water. So for kitchen requirements, how much water is used? 9/20 is the remaining. Okay, they are saying 1/4 was remaining after using for the kitchen. After using for the kitchen, from the total 1/4 only remaining. That means balance water is 9/20. Remaining water is 1/4. That means what is the kitchen requirement? Amount used for kitchen requirement is the difference between these two. Now you can see denominators are different. Check whether the smaller number can make the bigger number. Yes, it can make by multiplying by 5. You are getting 20 and 9 minus 5, that is equal to 4/20. If I simplify, 1/5. So this is the amount used for kitchen requirement. Now, can you remember in that question it was given for kitchen requirement, the capacity was 500 liters. They gave that for you. They said 500 liters used for kitchen requirement. So 500 liters means in a fractional form, it is 1/5. Now, what they are telling is, what is the total capacity of the tank? Understand the question very carefully. If 1/5 is 500, total portion 5/5 is how much? 500 liters into 5, 2500 liters. Sometimes the question will say you to give the answer in milliliter, then please convert to milliliter. 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. If you divide this by 1000, 2.5. So that way sometimes they give. In here it is asked in liters. Is this question clear? Is the Roman number 4 clear for everyone? Okay, clear. Very good. So in this question, marks are given for this 1 mark and for this 1 mark. So totally 2, 4, 6, 8. Count and see, do you get 10 there? I think 9. Okay. If you are getting 9, put a marks for this also. For understanding this 500 is for 1/5. I think you're getting 9. They are mistaken. It should be 10. It should be 10. For first Roman number, 2 marks. Second Roman number, 3 marks. Third Roman number, 2 marks. Fourth Roman number, 2 marks. Right?
Teacher, can you repeat that again?
Okay, I'll repeat. Roman number 1, 2 marks. 1 mark for the working, 1 mark for the answer. Roman number 2, totally 3 marks. That is for finding 13/20, 1 mark. For finding 1/5, 1 mark. And for the working multiplication, for that 1 mark. Then Roman number 3, total marks is 2 marks. That is for 11/20, 1 mark and 9/20, 1 mark. Then Roman number 4, 3 marks, that is like this. And I have got a question in the chat box. Let me check. Imna, madam, why are we subtracting 9/20 minus 1/4? Okay, that is because after using the water for gardening, bathing, and washing clothes, remaining water was 9/20. 9/20 only we had. But now I'll explain it like this. I'll erase this one. Here, 9/20 only remained. There are 20 parts. From this 20, only 9/20 remain. Now, in this 9/20, they are using some amount. We don't know. Some amount they are using for kitchen purposes. After using for kitchen purposes, remaining water in the tank is, they are telling 1/4. Remaining water in the tank is 1/4. That means we have to find how much they used for kitchen purposes. From this amount, it became this amount. For example, your father brought 8 apples. After sometimes you are coming and saying only 5 apples are there. Your brother has taken some amount of apple. What is that amount? How do you find? 8 minus 5. Same thing. 9 over 20 minus 1 over 4. I think now it's clear. Right. Now we can go to the next. Okay, clear. Good. Now what is the next year? 2018. Ayo, wait. Right. Here, this is 2016, 17, 18. Okay, 2018 question. Take your time, read it, understand it, and I'll give you all to attempt it also. I know some of my students have attempted. Can you please attempt it again without looking your answer? I'll give 5 minutes. To do fraction, there's a question in the chat box. How many minutes should be spent to do the fractions question? Actually, it depends on the speed only. But let me tell, like at least 8 minutes. Within 8 minutes, if you can finish, it's really good. Yeah, there is another question in the chat box. While you all are doing, listen, okay, I'm just reading this. Do we get only one question regarding fraction for all levels? Yeah, you are getting one structured question, and in your part A, you will get 2 to 3 questions, mixed questions. So fractions is something not new. You all are learning from grade 5 onwards. No? So there are some mixed questions. Then fractions knowledge you have to apply in some other question. Knowledge means like for multiplication, for division of fractions, that way. Main question only one. That's what I wrote in the poster. It's a compulsory question getting in your level paper. That's the thing. Quickly complete this. I'll discuss this. I'll start the discussion at 5:55. Okay, right. Time up. So let's start the question. A man intended to distribute. If you want more time, like if you feel like, okay, I'm getting into the question, I can do this, just request me that you want more time. Raise your hands who want more time, like you feel like, no, I can do this question alone. Good. Okay, everybody's trying then. Right, fine. Mm, fine, fine. 5 more minutes. Okay, I have sent my channel link in the chat box. So this is a free seminar for you. If you feel like thanking to me, if you feel like what I do is clear for you, as what I ask in what I ask in on behalf of that is to subscribe my channel, right? And that would be so motivating me to upload more videos and keep more seminars. You have another 3 minutes. Two more minutes. Properly read it twice and thrice. First, just read. Second, with imagination. Then connect the questions and do. Here you have only 3 parts. So do carefully. Only less parts are there. Mm, but 10 marks. Okay, right. Done. It's okay. 1 more minute is there. Okay, right. Now I'll read the question. A man intended to distribute a certain amount of money he had. Just think that is your father or that is yourself. You are thinking to distribute a money amount. You have a big money and you're going to distribute. You're giving 2/5 to the wife. Okay, it's a family man. Then you think it's your father. Your father is going to give 2/5 to wife, and the remaining amount equally to his 3 sons, giving 2/5 to the wife. Then you have to find the remaining. That amount is divided equally among the 3 sons. However, he had to give 1/6 of this amount to his brother before he distribute it as intended. That means he thought to divide the remaining amount equally among the 3 sons, but unfortunately he had to give the brother also a small portion. That portion is 1/6. So 2/5 is given to the wife, 1/6 is given to the brother. Now after giving the brother, there is an amount remaining. From that amount only, now he is planning to divide to his son. So we'll see what is the question. What fraction of the initial amount that the man had did the wife receive? Now, what fraction did the wife receive? Now, listen. He thought to give wife 2/5 only, but in the middle, brother came. So this couldn't happen as he planned. Okay, this couldn't happen as he planned. Now look at the board. So to brother, now this is 2018 paper. To brother, he is planning to give 1/6. Now this is given to the brother. Now brother is okay, gone. Now what is the remaining after giving the brother? After giving the brother, remaining is 5/6. Now from this only, he is going to give his wife 2/5 of that amount what he has. He has only 5/6. So from this amount, as he planned, he is going to give 2/5. So I can write down 5/6 of, no, 2/5. 2/5 of 5/6. I can write answer is 2/6 or 1/3 if I simplify. So that means wife is receiving 1/3. And for this you get 1 mark. For this you get 1 mark. Is this question clear? Did everyone get this one? Or is there anybody? No, I got a different answer. Is there anybody who has got a different answer? Clear, right? This part is clear. Okay, clear. Right, good. That's easy. What's happening next? Next it says, video is on, you can write it. Next it says, what fraction of the initial amount did he have remaining after giving his brother and his wife? Now, man gave for the brother 1/6, for the wife 1/3. Now, what is remaining in his hand? What is remaining in his hand? Is there anyone who can unmute your mic and give me a very short explanation? How can I find the remaining amount?
3/3 minus 1/3.
3/3 minus 1/3. It's not clear for me. Anyone who can give me a clear explanation? What should we do first and how should we find the remaining portion? Unmute and talk. I don't want messages. Be brave. Anyone? Anyone? At least one who can give an explanation? I have got a message also. Good. But I want some. Yeah, Sabiha, correct. Talk. How much? For the wife 1/6, for brother 1/6, wife 1/3. So we have to total them first. That is the first thing you should tell me. First, you have to total. So I can write down amount distributed. Amount distributed is equal to, for brother 1/6, for wife he has given 1/3. So first of all, you have to make the common denominators and you have to get the fraction. So this is LCM is 6, 3 times 2, 1 times 2. So 1 plus 2, you're getting 3/6. That is equal to 1/2. So this is already distributed. If he has distributed half, what is the remaining portion? You know, if half is distributed, remaining portion is half. 1 minus half is equal to half. This is the remaining portion. So for this, they are giving you 1 mark, and for this, 1 mark. So if you have done this working, you get 1 mark. Is this question clear? Is there anyone who didn't understand? Anyone who needs a double explanation? Okay, somebody's asking a second explanation. So everyone listen. A man was there. He thought to give 2/5 of his money to wife. But unfortunately, he couldn't do that in the beginning. His brother came in the middle. So he has to give his brother 1/6. Okay, now I gave 1/6 for brother. Out of 6 parts, 1 part is given for brother. If I give 1 part out of the 6 part, remaining 5 parts are there. From that 5 parts, I'm planning to give 2/5 to my wife. Then 2/5 of 5/6, you have to multiply. There you are getting the wife's portion is 1/3. Then Roman number 3 asks, what is the remaining if he give his wife and brother both? For brother 1/6, for wife 1/3, totally he has distributed half. How this half came? 3 times 2, 1 times 2, getting the common denominator, adding, simplifying. Now, if half is given, remaining is half. Can you understand? Remaining is half. Is it clear? The one who asked me the question? Okay, is that clear? Right. Now we can go to the next question. Okay, it's not still finished. It says the amount a son. Now the sons are coming. There are 3 sons. The amount a son received was 40,000 rupees less than the amount he was to receive. He was to receive means father planned to divide equally, but suddenly the brother came, so now 40,000 less only they are getting, because brother also came to this money. Now you have to find how much one son received. Can you understand? Now this part is little difficult. 40,000 rupees less than the amount he was to receive. Find the amount the man had initially. Find the amount the man had initially. Just think a little while about this question. Father planned to give 1/3. Okay, can you remember? Father planned to give 1/3 of one son. So just think with that. In the beginning of the question, it says, if 2/5 was given for mother, remaining he thought to divide equally. So how much one son is receiving? How much does one son receive? Three sons are there. Equally have to give. Now half only we have. So half should be given equally. Now look at the board. Somebody has. Okay, right. I got an answer. We'll see. It's correct or wrong. Here, see. This is the amount remaining now. Now this is given. Wife and brother. Now this part only we have to divide for 3 sons equally. Son 1, son 2, son 3. So this half. So one portion. Wait a sec. Yeah. This half should be divided equally. Divided equally to 3 sons. So one son. Understand, okay? This is little difficult. So please listen carefully. Now one son will receive. Now this is fractions. When there is division, put the multiplication mark. Remember, denominator is 1. Take the, can anyone tell that word? Take the
Reciprocal.
Very good. Very good, children. Take the reciprocal. Now I am getting the answer 1/6. One son is receiving 1/6. You are getting 1 mark. But this is only receiving amount, okay? Receiving amount. But what was to be received? What was to be received? That you should know. Because they are saying 40,000 less. So we'll say, okay, suppose for this story, brother didn't come. Suppose for this story, brother didn't come. Now see the board. Please look at the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts. For wife, husband thought to give this one for wife and this one for wife. This is remaining. Then the husband thought, okay, I should divide this part equally among my 3 sons. So remaining amount here is 3/5. Can you understand? 3/5. So the husband thought, will give this equally to my 3 sons. If I give this equally to my 3 sons, my 1 son will get how much? 1/5. Then we can write in the beginning, if I give 5 2/5, remaining I can divide to my 3 sons, then my 1 son will get 1/5. This was to receive. So you are getting 1 mark for finding that, right? Now they are telling there was a difference of 40,000 rupees was to receive and received. There was a difference. We know the difference amount. Somebody asked, Imna asked me in the previous question, father brought 8 mangoes. After sometimes you came and looked, you had only 5 mangoes. What is the difference we should find? So 8 minus 5, that is answer. So like that only here also, difference is 40,000. So now you have to see what is that deducted portion? This fraction, and this fraction you have to subtract. Can you understand? If anybody didn't understand, raise your hand or please drop a text and copy down the work if you understood. This is Roman number 3, first answer. Roman number 3, first working, this one. This is Roman number 2. No, sorry. This is Roman number 3, first working, second working. I'm sorry. Okay, clear? Is that completely clear?
Yes, miss.
Right, then we can go to the next part. Now they are still, we didn't finish, okay? We just found only. Now we have to find the difference. So I'll erase this one. We'll see what is that deducted portion, or we can say a reduced portion or something like that. I can write he was to receive 1/5, but unfortunately one son received 1/6. So the difference is common denominator 30, 5 times 6, 1 times 6, 6 times 5, 1 times 5, answer 1/30. This is that deducted less portion. But there is a small advantage. This less portion is equal to the difference already given in the question, 40,000 rupees. Can you understand? So that means what is that father's total money portion, money amount he had? How much money did the father had initially? If one portion is 40,000, very good, dear. That answer is you have to multiply. You can write down a statement. Amount father had initially. Amount father had initially. I'm lazy to write, so please write it down. Amount father had initially is 40,000 rupees into 3. So this should be rupees, okay? Please put in front rupees. So you can get the final answer. 4 times 3 is 12, and you get 4 zeros. And please put in front the unit rupees. Check the question completely, go through it, analyze it, and let me know whether the question is perfectly clear or you have any doubts. Okay, right. Now I'll tell you how you get the marks for this one. For this question, you are getting, listen carefully. Question number, Roman number 1, you will get 2 marks, not 2, sorry, 3 marks. 3 marks you are getting for Roman number 1. For finding the answer, 1 mark. And for all the workings, 2 marks. For Roman number 2 children, you are getting 3 marks. That is, for writing 1 over 6 plus 1 over 3, you are getting 1 mark. And for solving it and writing 3 over 6, you are getting 1 mark. And for the final answer, remaining portion equal half, you are getting 1 mark. Do you want me to repeat it? No, right? Okay, good. Then Roman number 3, you are getting 1 mark for writing 1 over 6 and 1 mark for writing 1 over 5 and 1 mark for writing 1 over 30 and 1 mark for finding the final answer. That's how you get the marks. Got it? Yeah, there's a small mistake in the final answer. Somebody said it to me. Thank you. I have missed 1 0. It is 40,000. Okay. This is 1 over 30. I have multiplied by 3. Thank you. Who is that? Who is this? Sabiha Suja. Thank you. Here, 30. I have to multiply it by 30. You are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. And there's another question in the chat box. Can you read the last question? Last question you want me to read? Okay. Sabiha Suja, thanks. And last question I will display on the board. Please look it and see. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3. This one. Okay. Yeah, that is actually not answer is 5 zeros. Yeah, correct. That means 120 and 4 zeros together. How do you read that number? 1,200,000. Okay. Thank you, Ashpika. Thank you. Right. Then that question is clear, ne? Okay, no? The marks and all. How you write the marks, everything is perfectly done, right? So this is a little tough. I mean, tough in the sense, little working was there. That somebody in the beginning told me always last question is hard. So in this case, I agree for that, right? Right. Then we'll go to 2019 O-level paper discussion. We have to little move fast with since we have like lack of time also. So I'll display 2019 question, and I hope you all are interested in attempting the question rather than I am going to the discussion directly. So that will help you also to a little work out your brain and help you to check whether you have understood the lesson. So please try this question. Be honest that you are not copying the marking scheme, and be honest that you are not referring to any other notes or you are not using the calculator. Just think that you are doing this question for your O-level exam and try this question now. I'll give you 10 minutes of your time. At 6:30, I'll start the discussion. Good. Some of them are done also. Please double check. Okay, children. Even most of them are done. Most of them are done. Right. Good. Some are asking time. Right. Until 6:25, there is a time. The people who are done can have a short break, going to the washroom or something like that. And 6:25, I'll start the discussion. 6:25, I'll start the discussion. Carefully understand the question and do. No hurries. Relax, read it carefully. This is a 2019 paper, right? You will see a little difference, like a little toughness sometimes, but it is easy, not hard. Understand it. Some kind of workings are there to do. Little bit more working than the earlier papers. Double check your answer. You have to be perfectly sure about your answer. You should not have a doubt. Is that correct? I don't know. Okay. Right, let me start reading. 7/15 of the total length of a drain was dug on the first day, and 1/4, now look at that word, of the remaining was dug on the second day. On the first day, 7/15 of the total length. So remaining should be found. Then only we can find for second day. At the end of the first day, what fraction of the total length remained? At the end means after doing for the first day, what was the remaining? That's what the question asked. So 7/15 is done and dusted for the first day. So what is remaining? Now let me start the working. Okay, children, look at the board. Roman number 1, 2019. So we have to find first day done, the work done is 7/15. Remaining is 15/15 minus 7/15, that is equal to 8/15. This is the remaining. So you are getting 1 mark. Roman number 2, what does it say? What does it say? Roman number 2. Here, what fraction of the total length of the drain was dug on the second day? Now they said second day they took 1/4 of the remaining. Remaining is 8/15. 1/4 of the remaining is how much? Look at the board. I can write second day 1/4 of the remaining, that is equal to 1/4 multiplied by 8/15. Don't multiply, try to simplify. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, answer is 2/15. That is the answer. So you get there. Here you get 1 mark, and for this you get 1 mark. If you didn't do these questions correctly, you are in a problem. Okay, understand that. I don't want to appreciate for you for lies. Okay, never mind. If you didn't understand, it's okay. Don't think like that. No, you have a problem because this is easy. If you haven't done, you should understand. Okay, I am not in the correct track yet. Okay, right. Copy down. And if it's not clear, please tell me, children. I don't want anyone not to go out of the class without understanding. Like finally, none of you should say it was not that good. It was a waste seminar, something like that. I don't want anybody to think even. I want at least you to understand one question clearly. Right. Now we can go to the next. So while I'm sharing, you all can copy down. Right. What does it say? Roman number 3. At the end of the first 2 days, that means already first day 7:15 completed, second day 2:15 completed. What is it asking? A further length of 600 meters of the total length of the drain remained to be dug. Find the total length of the drain. See how easy. First day 8:15 done. Second day 9:15. No, second day 2:15 done. Now they are telling what is the after doing those two, a certain portion remains 600. So they are asking what is the total length. Now you have to know, you should find what is this 600 as a fraction. What is this 600 as a fraction? Just like the previous year question we did. They gave an amount for us and we found what is the fraction, right? So let me do it here and give me 1 second. Okay, I'll erase. So I can see now, I can write down first and second days, how much work was done. First day they did 7/15. Second day they did 2/15. Denominators are same, so I can add 9/15. Now what is remaining? They told 600, but we need the fraction. So 15 parts, 9 are done. So 15/15 minus 9/15. What do you get there? 6/15. Now this 6/15 is equal to how much? 600 meters. This 6/15 is equal to how much? 600 meters. They said it has been remaining 600 meters of the total length of the drain remained. Find the total length of the drain. So if 6/15 is 600, 1/15, how can we find?
600 divided by
Very good. 600 divided by
6.
600 divided by 6 is 100 meter. Now 15/15 is the total length of the drain. How do you find? If 1/15 is 100, 15/15 is 1500 meters. My God, 1 kilometer 500 meter, that the length of the drain. So for finding this, you are getting 1 mark, and also for finding this, you are getting 1 mark, and for finding one part, you are getting 1 mark. All together, for Roman number 3, wait a second, not for this remaining. For Roman number 3, you are getting totally 3 marks. No, there should be another one. For this, for children, because we are finding the remaining portion with the help of this. Without finding this, you can't come to this. So you should have this working, this working, this working, and this working. All together, Roman number 3, 4 marks. So now we have gained.
Miss, first and second days means, Miss, you add the first day value with the second day value, no?
Yeah. First day already they have completed 7/15. Second day we found 2/15 for Roman number 2. Now altogether this much work is done. Remaining work only we are finding. That remaining work they have given the value. With that support only we are finding for one portion. With that we are finding for the whole portion. Is that clear?
Okay, Miss. Yes.
Right. Copy down, children, if you have not got the answer, and let me know if it is not clear. Video is on. You can slide and watch. At the same time, I'm sharing the screen. Now the fourth question only, little bit you have to think. We'll see. This is also connected. This is connected to indirect proportion lesson, man-days question, something like that. You see, it has been estimated 4 men will require 3 days to dig the remaining 600 meters. Now 600 meters are remaining. To dig that we need 4 men, and those 4 men is they need 3. No dear, somebody is asking, teacher, first day 8 over 15. No, first day, look at the question. 7 over 15 of the total length of a drain was dug on the first day. Done. 7 over 15, done. Then what is that 8 over 15? 8 over 15 is after doing the 7 over 15, remaining is there 15 minus 7. Out of 15 parts, 7 only no we did. Remaining is only 8 over 15. That 8 over 15, out of that 8 over 15, 1 over 4 was done on the second day. 8 over 15 should be multiplied by 1 over 4 to find the answer for the second day. That is the answer 2 over 15. I think you understood. Can you understand the person who won? Okay, right, clear. Now, Roman number 4. 4 men require 3 days to dig the remaining 600 meters. How many more men need to engage to dig this length in? Okay, they want to finish the work in 2 days. But if they hire 4 men, they can finish only within 3 days. So if you want to finish the work within 2 days, how many more men do you need? How many more men do you need? Yeah, I can do this question in indirect proportion and teach you. But if you don't know the lesson, because that's what I told you, this paper discussion and all, freshers can't join. Sometimes some freshers can, but freshers can't join. The thing is, lessons are connected. It's okay. I'll explain through indirect proportion. Okay. Here, see, it's easy. Man days. This is only indirect proportion. 4 men require how many days? 3 days. They want to finish the work in 2 days. How many men do you need? If 4 men come and do the work, man into days is 12. Same task, ne? Same task. Same task should be finished within 2 days. Now, if you didn't understand this question, maybe you are not good with indirect proportion lesson. Maybe you have not learned indirect proportion lesson. So don't worry, freshers, don't worry. Others, all level students, you know this lesson. So 4 into 3, 12, same task only should be done within 2 days. So if 4 into 3 is 12, 2 into 6 is 12. So that means how many men do we need? 6 men we need if we want to finish the work within 2 days. If you want to finish the work within 2 days, you need 6 men. Now we already have 4 men. How many more men? That is a question. Extra men required equal to, already we have 4. We need 6 ne. Extra we need to hire 2 men. Is that clear? For this 1 mark, for this 1 mark.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, thank you. Who this girl? Sabiha Suja. Good explanation you have sent in the chat box. Right. Before I go to 2020 paper, what I want to say is like the thing I'm doing these seminars is like most students who are sitting all level in May 2022 requesting to keep classes, individual classes and all this, but that is not a possible task because if I keep individually, I have to allocate that my time each for individual attention. It charges a lot. And the other thing is I can't pour the whole grade 10 and 11 syllabus into your head within these few months. You are just a student. You are a human. You're not a machine. So that's what I thought, right, well, we'll target only in the O-level paper questions. That's why I kept this first seminar, because your fractions is the first question comes in your part B paper. So part A things, if you want, if you are a, listen carefully, okay? If you are a person who is weak in part A paper, for them there is a chance to join my classes on Friday and Wednesday morning classes, because I know that some students are not going to school and they don't have online sessions. Morning, please ask me the date, time, and every those things from a chat or text, WhatsApp me. I'll send you the details. In that class, weekly I will have 2 classes per week. In those classes, we are covering part A paper. Part B papers only I thought to keep some seminars and do it, right? So in this part B paper, listen carefully. In your part B paper, you have fractions, perimeter area, a percentage stock market and those types, frequency distribution, probability. These are the 5 questions mostly coming to your O-level paper, compulsory question. So fractions are today. Today we covered 5 years of fractions paper. Now my next target is area and perimeter. There will be an upcoming seminar. I'm not sure when I can keep it. First I have to finish area lesson in my class for my grade 10 students. After that one I'll be keeping anyway. So that will be there. So please be in touch. If you save my number, my status will be visible, because I usually don't share for every student. Like quickly, whoever I see on my top chats only I share. But my status is always updated. So if you want if you want to cover, if you are a person who is weak in area and perimeter, please be in touch in these days. Sometimes this month end or next month beginning, I'll be keeping a seminar for that. And what I want to say is, an upcoming seminar is there. Give me 1 second. Here. Okay, here see. Frequency distribution. This is a tough lesson for most of the students. I did recently papers with my 2022 May batch. Really, they couldn't answer this. I was really shocked. Why? Because this is a lesson which is there in your grade 10 and 11 both, but still they can't find mode, median, mean, range, anything. Now look at this. This is a seminar which you have to pay 300 rupees only, but this is conducted for grade 10 lesson 26 frequency distribution, and these areas will be covered. You will be taught what are representatives of data. From the beginning I am coming, from the very beginning, from grade 8 I am coming, teaching everything. Representatives of data, how to find the maximum value, minimum value, how to find the range, how do you find the mode, median, mean. I'll be giving separate notes with the definition, and I'll be teaching you the types of data, discrete data, and those things are there. That will be taught. And other thing, class intervals will be done, class boundary, deviations, assumed mean, actual mean, everything in grade 10 frequency distribution lesson will be covered. And also even your previous knowledge, if you are that not good student in frequency distribution, that will be polished. And other thing is this one, 28 questions and answers will be discussed. Complete bigger questions, essay type questions, structured question, not short question. 28 will be discussed. All the questions in your exercises will be discussed. Session will be on 27th February, 4 to 7 p.m. 3-hour session, and that's 3 hours, 300 only. It's actually a cheap amount, right? If you want, I'm not forcing anybody. If you want, I don't mind if I have 5 students here, because I can concentrate on that 5 very well. I don't mind if I have 23, 25, 30 students in, it's okay. I can concentrate on everyone, right? Other thing is, this is a 10-mark compulsory question in your GCE O-level paper. But you can't answer that question only by learning the grade 10 frequency distribution. You also have to learn grade 11 frequency distribution. That seminar will be kept after the grade 10 frequency distribution seminar. That I will inform later. Clear? So this post still I didn't share anywhere. This is the first time I'm sharing among you all. So today I'll be sharing it in my social media and students. So please share it as much as possible among your friends and family. Support others to learn, and you will be supported, right? Okay, then there are some other questions in the chat box. If we practice, is it enough? Good question. Who is that? Okay, Sabiha Suja. Miss, is it enough if we practice only 5 years past papers in maths? Okay, I'll tell you what. If you are a grade 11, current grade 11 student, I advise you at least 10 years of papers, please do. If you are a student who is about to sit for this coming year, 2022 May batch, at least for your level, try to do at least 5 years, because I know you are busy. You don't have only maths, you have 9 subjects. Do at least 5 years past paper. Now, usually for A levels and all, we do 20 years past papers. Actually, I did 20 years past papers for my A levels, physics and all. We did 20 years continuously. That 20 years papers we did thrice. Thrice we did. Finally, also we did. In the second year also we did. So that's how we practice. So if for O levels you don't want to do 20, you can do just 10 years. It's enough. And maximum 10 years, minimum 5 years is enough, children. Okay. Right, now we'll go to the question. 2020, I think. No, last question. I discussed this one. No? Yeah. Okay, wait a second. I'll share the question. Most of the students are not having this 2020 question, so I'll share it here. A container of 5-liter capacity was completely filled with a soft drink. Okay, read the question and see whether you understand. I think I don't have time to give you to attempt the question. Just see whether you understand. I'll be explaining. A container. You have a container. 5-liter capacity. That means it can hold a volume of 5 liters. Completely filled with a soft drink. Now imagine, okay, there's a container, soft drink is there, 5-liter capacity tank. Don't think 5-liter soft drink. It's a 5-liter capacity container. 3/10 of this amount was used to serve the drinks. From 10 parts, 3 parts were used to serve drinks. The amount of soft drink remaining after using a portion. Right. Roman number 1. What fraction of the capacity of the container was the amount of soft drink remaining after using a portion to serve drink? After serving, how much did they serve? 3/10. After serving, what is the amount remaining? How can you write there? Total parts are 10/10. Served parts are 3/10. What is the remaining now? 7/10. 1 mark. Is that clear? 5/7 of the soft drink remaining in the container. 5/7 of the soft drink remaining. Why is it 5/7? 3/10 for serving. 10 minus 3, we found the answer 7/10. Now they are saying out of 7 parts, 5 parts of soft drink remaining, and it was poured into a bottle. Now in that container, children, there was drink and they served 3/10. After serving, 7/10 is there, okay, in the container. Now from that 7/10, 5/7 was taken into a bottle. What fraction of the capacity of the container was the amount of soft drink left in the container? How do you find the answer for this part? 5/7 was taken to the bottle. Now keep the bottle away. If 5/7 was taken away to the bottle, what is that remaining now? Remaining amount of soft drink. Yes, anybody? Yeah, good. 2/7. Now, left amount, how can you find? How can you find the amount left in that container? That is very good. Multiplication. What you have to multiply now? This Roman number 1, 7/10. That is the portion remaining after serving the drinks. That, and you found now 2/7 after taking 5/7 to the bottle. Remaining amount 2/7. Multiply them. Can you see? Same number is there. 7 and 7. You can cancel and then you can write down the answer. Answer is 2 over 10, but you can simplify this 1 over 5. Can you understand? So there you are getting Roman number 1, 1 mark. For Roman number 2, you are getting 4 marks. For simplification, 2 marks. For the final answer, 2 marks. Altogether 5 marks we have earned. So rest of the 5 marks are given to Roman number 3. Who can find the answer for Roman number 3 now? I have just helped you with Roman number 1 and 2. I'll give you a time of 5 minutes to find the answer for Roman number 3. We'll check whether how many of you quit.
5 upon 7. No?
For Roman number 3.
Oh, 2, 2.
For Roman number 2, what is your answer? 5 upon 7? No, 1 upon 5. 5 upon 7 is
No,
the amount of
7
soft
upon
drink
10
poured.
into 5 upon 7.
No. 7 upon 10 is 2 upon 7. 2 upon 7 is the remaining amount. So that a drink poured into the bottle is not considered. Okay, Shaskrit.
Okay.
Okay, right. Find the answer for the third one. More soft drink was added to the amount of soft drink in the container until the amount in the container was exactly half of the capacity. Capacity is 5 liters. Half of the capacity, they have filled it. Okay, it's a little tough, so we'll do the working together. I get messages. Right. Time is also running. I'll do the explanation on the board. I want a little space for that. Now think this is the container you have. They are saying more soft drink was added to the amount of soft drink in the container. Now already you know 1 over 5 of the container is there with the soft drink. Now they are adding some more. Exactly half. Now if I fill some more, this is becoming exactly half of the capacity of the container. Is that clear? I'm going step by step, because at last if you tell teacher I didn't understand, explain again, I'll have to come from the beginning. So can you tell, is this clear? If anybody is there who didn't understand, let me know. Okay, clear, right? Now they are saying express the amount of soft drink poured into the container in liters. This amount, poured amount, we don't know how much we poured. Something we poured, that amount you should write in liters. First of all, you have to get the difference. Now you have a bag, okay? Here you have 5 toffees. We put some more toffees. The total toffees is 8 toffees. How do you find this amount? Can you tell me? Subtracting. Right? Same thing only you are doing here. To find that poured amount, you have to get the difference. Now can you understand? Now you can write the difference. Bigger fraction is half. Half minus 1 over 5. Common denominator 10. You are getting here 5 minus 2. That is 3 over 10. This is 3 over 10. That means 5. Now they are saying the capacity of the tank is 5 liter. Capacity of the tank is 5 liter. Now this amount, extra amount poured, you have to find in liters. Can you understand? That means total capacity is 5 liter. What is this 3 over 10 from the total capacity? So you can write down the amount poured. Understand this one very clearly, little difficult. Amount poured is from the total capacity. 3/10 of the total capacity of the tank. So 3/10 of the total means 10 and 5 can be cancelled. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So the amount poured you can find in liters, 3/2 liters. That means in decimal form I can tell 1.5 liters. Can you understand the question? Is
Yes.
it clear? Yeah, everybody should attempt this question. It's better for you. So finish it, will you? I'll keep the screen again. You can take a screenshot and try the question again. So 5 years of questions now we have discussed. How do you feel about the fractions lesson? Send me your feedback. How do you, honestly you have to tell, how do you feel about the fraction lesson? If you get it to your level paper, will you feel like comfortable with it? Will you feel I can at least achieve 8 marks out of 10 like that? Okay, little complex. Some are saying some it's complex. Some are saying okay, it's difficult, hard, right? That means you have to retry them. Now this is the first time you are now usually even in A level we are doing the same paper thrice. After that only we are getting clear with it. First time we can't understand. Second time little okay. Third time completely okay. So make sure you do it. You retry it. Now some are saying okay, now I understand how to do it properly. It was a bit confusing earlier. Good. Okay, how do you feel about the seminar? With your comments only, I am deciding whether I have to keep other seminars for other sessions. Will it be helpful? So just let me know. And this session, I'm planning to upload in YouTube. So please make sure if you have any other problem, you can rewatch it in YouTube and share it among your friends who have missed it and who came in half sessions because of classes you might have left and all. So that kind of things are there. Okay, we'll see. Right, that's all then. Other thing I want to say you is again reminding you about my permanent sessions also. You can join the permanent classes if you wish. You can join the permanent classes. On Sundays, I am doing for grade 10. First term lessons are done of grade 10 syllabus. And on Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. we do the grade 10 second term lesson. This is the poster. You can see here Sunday 11 to 1 first term lessons and Wednesday 7:30, 9:30 second term lessons. Unit tests are done, homeworks are checked, and also explanation is clear, I hope. And other thing, this upcoming seminar that will be also shared, right? Okay. Okay, then that's all, children. God bless you. Learn well and do everything, do all your work in a very planned way. Study according to a timetable. Wish you all the best for your for your O levels if you are sitting in this year, some students who came here, right? So hope this seminar was helpful and everything is clear, and thanks for the students who shared my poster and the links. Be in touch for upcoming seminars. So that's all then. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Miss. Bye.